Leo, Dark Dove Tarot here. Hope you're doing fantastic. This is your April 2021 read. Again, this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 2021. This is a general love read, so keep that in mind. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Again, for April 2021 in love. Any likes, subscribes, comments are greatly appreciated. If you want a private read, the information is in the description below. I offer different types, etc. Again, this is general, so that's super important to keep in mind. Sometimes you want to watch your other signs, as those may resonate with you more or add a little more to your story. You get the gist. All right, Leo, let's see what's going on for you guys for April. Also, this can be cross-watch, so keep that in mind as well. But you want to make sure that you understand that this is for the sign that I'm reading for. So please be nice in the comments. I shouldn't have to say that, but you'd be surprised. So any of the decks that I use on my channel can be found in the About section. If you don't see a deck there, you're curious as to which one a particular deck is, please feel free to email me or message me asking about a particular deck, and I'll let you know what it is. This is the Paulina Tarot that I'm using right now. I love her style, especially for spring. I thought it would be beautiful. All right, 2 more cards. We will get moving on your read, Leo, for April 2021 in love. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Whoop. And your last card just flew out here. All right. What have we got going on for Leo? Let's go ahead and pull your Oracle card and we'll get started. What can Leo expect in love for April 2021? Ooh, and you have Touch the Sky. So basically endless possibilities. Touch the Sky is, you know, she's got the rope obviously going up to her, so nothing is out of reach, even if it seems as though it's out of reach. So if you're looking for new love, there's possibilities there. If you're looking for, you know, a reconciliation, there's possibilities there. And I know some of you are going, oh, I don't want that person back, or I don't want love, period. I get it, but let's just open up to all the possibilities. Again, there's something about Touch the Sky that's very sensuous. You know, it can be very isolating, but it's also lost in thought in the fact that, again, as I said, the possibilities are endless. Every time I see this card, I just imagine, like, you know, she puts her hair down and visualizes what it is she wants to pull up, and there you go. So kind of like the Magician card. All right, let's see what's going on coming into the month for you, Leo. And you have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a very loving energy, but non-emotional at the present time, or communicating. So whether you're dealing with somebody from the past or somebody from the present, or not dealing with anybody at all, the King of Cups is somebody who wants to communicate. So this definitely speaks of possibly somebody wanting to communicate with you, or you wanting to communicate with them, but not wearing their heart on their sleeve. So this is somebody who's like about the facts or the situation or what happened, not somebody who's going, you know, let's get our hearts entangled here. This is strictly, you know, if closure's needed, we're going to get closure. There may still be a very strong connection, but that's not what we're focusing on. If we're getting back together, you know, we're looking at why we broke up in the first place, but not letting it become a, I love you and I lust after you. It's like a reality check when it comes down to it. Because again, the King of Cups can be all heart, but when they're communicating or when they have messages to bring or say, it's very straightforward. You know, again, avoiding that. So for some of you, that tells me that you're either conversating with somebody from the past, or you're meeting new people, and you're being very like, very straightforward in what it is you're interested in, what you're not interested in. You know, you get my point. The next card you have is how you're feeling coming into the month. Ooh, beautiful. And you have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is, I always aim bad with this new tripod. So the Queen of Wands is somebody who's full of ferocity, very confident, very, people are just drawn to this person, very sexy, very, you know, very magnetizing. So this is how you're feeling coming into the month, and don't lose that feeling. Some of you are putting on the straight face of the King of Cups because you're very like, you know, I just see somebody's face like, you know, no emotion, no nothing, because you don't want to get hurt. But inside you're like this vibrant, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for new love. I'm ready for the old love, whatever it is you're looking for. The most important part of it all, Leo, is that you're feeling good about you, that you're feeling good about the situation. And the Queen of Wands is saying that's what you're working on. The next card you have is your distant past. Over the past 5-10 years, could be throughout childhood. And you have the Ace of Pentacles. So new beginnings, new starts, you know, a change of pace. It could be even work. It could be all of the above. So something from your past, there's a change here. So either you're changing dynamics on, you know, how you're going about your love life, or people you're talking to, or people you're conversing with. Just there's a big change coming in. Now, for some of you, this is a big change with a past person. This is the Ace of Pentacles represents, again, a new beginning. So this could be somebody coming back from the past. And what's interesting is they're telling me this could be somebody coming back from the past that skips, if that makes sense, like skips, I want to say a generation, but it's a skips, like it's not the person you're thinking it is, it's somebody else, or some like an old friend, or somebody from somebody coming in that maybe you never expected that something could come between you guys, or something could happen between you guys. And now it's like, holy cow, it could. Whoa, hold on. My camera's doing something weird. Weird. That's the second time that's happened, or my camera's charged and then the light goes out. So my spirit has been very active. I have a lot of guides, but there's been one in particular who's been extremely active, turning my TV off, my son's computer. It's been interesting. I think it's somebody who is very trickstery, not scary at all, just very mischievous, and it makes me laugh, except for when it happens like that. So like I was saying with the Ace of Pentacles here in the distant past, this talks about changes. So big changes, like some of you are even moving or changing, you know, jobs, or picking up and like starting fresh, starting new. For others of you, this is somebody coming in, again, a new beginning to a fresh start, or new beginning to an old relationship or an old alliance. The next card you have is your immediate past, so over the past few weeks, past month or so, and you have the Nine of Swords. Now the Nine of Swords is anxiety. It's a card of, this is internal, okay? So often it can be considered like a paranoia about something that hasn't happened. So thinking the worst, in other words, you know, always worrying that the other shoe is going to drop, or, you know, this is going to happen. I just know it. Something along those lines. The Nine of Swords is something you've been feeling for the past month or so, but I feel like with this Touch the Sky, and some of the other cards showing up, that at this point you've kind of put it to rest, and you're just saying, you know what, whatever happens meant to happen. You know, if the universe says this is the card I'm dealt, then this is the card I'm dealt. If this is what I'm doing, or if this is where I'm supposed to go, this is where I'm going. It's like you've been fighting a losing battle, or you feel like you've been fighting a battle, because if you try to move on, all of a sudden this person pops up. If you know, talk to this person, communicate with this person, then all of a sudden they disappear again. So you're just kind of like, you know what, when it's solidified, it's solidified. The next card you have is your distant future, so over the next few months, and you have the Eight of Swords. Now, the Eight of Swords is a trapped feeling, but it's self-imprisonment. It's keeping yourself in a situation. So this is very much saying, Leo, whatever situation you're in or about to get in, again, for some reason they're saying again, so for a lot of you, this could be the possibility of that, you know, person coming back, but whoever this is, or whatever situation, this is, you have complete control over that. And some of you are going to be like, oh, BS. And, you know, this person keeps coming and I don't know what to, like, but at the same time, the Eight of Swords talks about that big time, that this is self-imprisonment, that this is somebody who can get out of the situation. This is somebody who's in control of where they're going and what they're doing. And so it comes to that point where, you know, I when I see the Eight of Swords, I always think of that saying, you know, first time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me for, you know, okay, I forgive and forget the first time. But the second time, if you're showing the same qualities, if the same things are being exhibited, if I decide not to make changes, then it starts coming down to, you know, maybe I should rethink this situation. The next card you have is your immediate future. So throughout the month of April, and you have the Star card. So the Star card is beautiful. This talks about, look, above all, there's faith. There's hope here, Leo. So there's something that you believe in. There's someone that you believe in, either, you know, that you have faith that you're going to move on and you're going to find somebody new. You're going to cross paths with a new love. And others of you, you know, haven't given up on this past relationship. You may just not be moving forward. Again, the trapped could be that you're not heading in either direction. You're still kind of standing still because you're not sure what to do, which is fine because the Star card is beautiful. It says that you have the hope, you have the inspiration for one or the other, whether it's past, whether it's somebody future, or whether it's somebody present. Maybe you're dealing with somebody right now, but you've dealt with a lot in the past. So you're not ready for anything serious. Whatever it is for you, the Star card is saying, look, you still believe in the betterment of having that love, of having that physicality, of being with somebody who, you know, hopefully treats you better or raises your vibrations. This is also Aquarius's card. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius or have Aquarius placements in your chart. The next card you have is anything tangible that's going to come to fruition here. This is like perfect. Anything that's going to happen in April. The Two of Swords is decision time. Decision time, decision time. There's like a back and forth. Some of you think that this past relationship is done and it's ending. And that's exactly what I was talking about a minute ago when I said, the minute you're like, oh, I'm done with this, they fucking come back. And then the minute they come back and you're like, okay, I'll give it a chance, they disappear, or they're not sure what they want, or they're not sure if The Two of Swords is decision making, but it's you, Leo, that makes the decision. It's you that holds this power. It's you that gets to make the decision. And you may say, no, I mean, if they're ignoring me or they don't talk to me, or, you know, if it's somebody new and they don't like me back, I don't have, and I'm not saying you have control over another person. I'm talking about you have control over the situation, whether you decide to give it another chance, whether you decide to cut it off completely, whether you don't make a decision right now and just go with the flow and live your life without either or. It's up to you. But at some point in April, there's going to be a decision that needs to be made. The question is it, you know, are you being sincere in your choice, in your choice of decisions here? With this Eight of Swords, this tells me that for some of you, you know, it may be putting yourself back in a situation that you're not thrilled with. So might be a good idea to really weigh those decisions. The next card you have is how you're feeling throughout the month. And you have the Six of Swords. So, you know, there is a lot going on here, Leo, because the Six of Swords is how you're feeling throughout the month. And the Six of Swords is like, bye, peace, see ya, I'm out. The Six of Swords is leaving, it's retreating, it's abandoning. You know, for some of you, I think this Ace of Pentacles says a lot. And the fact that some of you are going to throw your hands in the air, pack your shit up, grab the kids, grab the dog, grab the cat, grab the hamster, and off you go. For some of you, you're going to say, look, I can't win. The past isn't working for me. You know, I love this person dearly. There's a connection there, but, you know, I don't see that happening. And for some of you, somebody out there, and this could be one person, somebody out there is going, there's just nobody here. There's no, I don't want to date anybody here. I feel like it's the same situation. Maybe you're, you know, maybe you just need some sort of mix up, some sort of, and not mix up in a bad way, but mix up in a good way, mixing things up and taking chances and meeting new people and places. The next card you have are your hopes and fears for the outcome of the month. And you have the Emperor card, Aries card. So you could be dealing with an Aries or have placements, Aries placements in your chart. I love the Emperor card though, because this is, you know, standing for what you believe in and what you want. This is following your traditions and your beliefs and, you know, what makes you feel stable. Now, again, this is hopes and fears. So your hope is that's what you're going to find is something stable. Look, it's like, Leo, all of your ducks are in a row. You're feeling better and better about yourself. Your vibration is raising. You're feeling, you know, committed to, you know, the hope and the presence of finding love and the inspiration of love. It's just, where the hell is it? And which direction do I go? The final card you have is your outcome card. And you have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of, there's somebody here, Leo, you're cutting off. I don't know if this is past. I don't know if this is somebody who's been kind of willy-nilly in your future. Because this person doesn't, it's not that they're not stable. And they may not be stable, like mentally or financially or whatever. But there's something about this person that's very wishy-washy. Whether it's past, present, or future, you're dealing with or have been dealing with somebody who can't quite figure out what the heck they want. And so that's what I should title it. What the heck do they want? Because this person, it's very, like, it's draining. I'm sitting here going, what do you want from me? Do you want to get back together with me? Do you not want to get back together with me? Do you know, if it's somebody new, you know, where are we going with this? Because we've been dating for a while, or, you know, we're still both on the dating site and we've been, you know, seeing each other for 6 months, whatever it is. Because the Queen of Swords is you having a conversation and being very honest and sometimes critical and saying, hey, you know, this is, my threshold is met and I can't take any more of whatever this is. Because for some of you, I just feel like you don't know what to call it anymore. You don't know what that threshold is. You don't know. Yeah. I mean, you don't know, or you don't know what it is they're looking for. So you're at your wit's end. You're like, I've had it up to here, you know, like your mom or dad would say, oh, and put it up like above their forehead. I've had it up to here. That's what I feel like you're saying. Because then you have the Seven of Wands coming out and the Four of Wands. The Seven of Wands is defense, priority, strategy. This Queen of Swords is going to get some answers. So whatever you need to say to whoever it is, I think you need to have that conversation. You need to flat out say, I need to know where we're going with this, or what's going on, or, you know, what it is you want from me, because this like, whatever this is it's exhausting and I'm over it. Because the Seven of Wands is putting up a defense and saying, look, I'm not going any further, whether it's new, old, you know, present energy, whatever it is. This person is, you know, taking up time and energy that could be spent, you know, finding something that is going to be what you want, if this isn't what they want. So in essence, asking the hard questions, because for some of you, you're going to find out that this person was maybe taking their time with you because they knew that you had a past breakup, or maybe they did, or they're taking their time with you because they're nervous or they're scared or whatever it is, you know. And I'm not making excuses for this person, but there's definitely somebody's on the defense going, oh, you know, I didn't know what to do next, or I didn't know what the next step should be. And with the Queen of Swords, that tells me that some of you are just going to flat out say, you know, what do you want? What do you want? Like, what do you want? Now you have the Four of Wands, which is beautiful, because the Four of Wands is a first completion, which tells me either you're going to be in like some sort of committal, like maybe you've been seeing somebody and, you know, they're still online dating and you're still on the profile, whatever, and you guys decide to take the next step. It could even be more than that, because the Four of Wands could be an ex returning and you guys, you know, deciding to take a next step, moving in together, something. It's interesting. It goes from very questionable, all over the place, wishy-washy, to like, oh shit, like I need to make a decision, or we need to figure this out. Because, and I almost feel like they're not sure what you want, and you might be surprised with the answer you get. Like they're like, oh, I was just waiting for you. I wasn't sure what you wanted. I blah, blah, blah. Because this person seems like somebody you might have to like spell things out to. But the Four of Wands is a happiness, a resting place. So it's like, okay, you get over the hump of being annoyed and frustrated to, okay, this can work for me. This can work for me. Now you have the Four of Cups here, which talks about apathy. It talks about taking for granted or feeling taken for granted. It doesn't mean you're going to be taken for granted. It means you have this ultimate feeling of, I do not want to waste my time. But as I said with the Eight of Swords here, this person is telling you exactly who they are. And I'm famous for saying this because somebody very wise told me this, and it's helped me realize with a lot of people tell you exactly who they are by their actions. Exactly who they are. When somebody cheats, they are telling you what respect they have for you and exactly who they are. When somebody, you know, steals that. Now, I'm not saying that, I mean, you know, I have a good friend who used to steal cars as a living when he was younger, and he's like amazing, donates to charities and, you know, does like amazing things. So I'm not saying that people can't reform and do better and whatever. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is, at this present time, if somebody is telling you exactly who they are, what they want, and it doesn't vibe with what you're looking for, then that's the time that you jump ship. That's the time when you have the Six of Swords moment. So for some of you, see, and I didn't even notice till I said that, the Six of Swords is right here too. So for some of you, this isn't going to vibe with you and you're going to jump ship. But what's interesting more than that is it's going to be between two people. So somebody's going to be this Four of Wands moment where it's like, okay, let's move on to this. So maybe the past comes in, kind of interrupts things. You have to think about things, kind of make a hard decision. I really care about this person. We have a strong connection. But in the end, you know, sorry, you know, they lose out and you Six of Swords them, you cut them out, or vice versa. Maybe you're starting to date, maybe you're just starting to see people, or you're single, you're not really seeing anybody. Somebody from the past comes in and you decide to kick the single life and go back to this person. So, you know, different possibilities here. There's a lot playing out, but you will have to make some decisions. And it's interesting because somebody's going to get cut and you're going to leave. Now, the Six of Swords also is traveling. So for some of you, you really are moving, or you're leaving a situation, or you're leaving work, or you're moving houses or whatever. And the Six of Swords can just represent this. But the Four of Cups is your protective energy of, you know, I don't want to be in this situation if it's just going to waste my time. So again, with this Queen of Swords, you know, have those conversations, because if you don't, and you get the Eight of Swords situation where you're stuck in it, but you know, you didn't ask the questions to the answers that you were seeking, or didn't ask the questions to get the answers you were seeking, then, you know, you got stuck here because you didn't push it further. Between worlds. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect for that, between worlds, because this is what it feels like, Leo, that you guys literally are between worlds. You're not sure if you're coming or going, or if this person is coming and going. And it's interesting because really, Leo, for a lot of you, you're not relying, but you're wondering what they're thinking, what they're doing, what they're up to. Again, that Queen of Swords is saying ask. The sooner you ask the hard questions, the sooner you're going to get an answer. And you know what? Some of you already know that you're not going to like the answer. And some of you know this is exactly what you knew was coming. And then others of you, you're going to be like, oh shit, I should have asked you 3 months ago. We could have skipped all the craziness. So again, the between worlds is transitions, not being out of a situation completely and yet not being engaged in another situation completely. So as I said, choices here, you know, are you single and going for something new, or are you thinking about lingering back to the past? So we'll see. But like I said, what the heck are they thinking? That seems to be the riddle of the day. Now you need to ask. All right, Leo, I'll see you soon. Bye.